welcome to a special New Year's edition of Second Act Podcast. I'm joined with the elegant Michael Stone and the intelligent Jessica Howery. Two very awesome guests to have right now, and I've got some really great questions to ask you guys about your, it's a time to reflect on the past year and lessons learned and things that we accomplished or didn't accomplish and things we're looking forward to trying in the new year.
Okay.
So I've got two really awesome minds to kind of, delve into here. So the first thoughts when you're thinking of 2018, are they mostly positive, negative, neutral?
I think we all try going into the new year as a positive. It's the last third of the year that just kind of...
No, but I mean when you reflect on Jessica's 2018,
yeah,
is it mostly positive?
It's mostly positive, of course.
Negative, neutral, mostly positive?
Mostly positive.
Mike?
80-30.
Yeah, positive, definitely.
Mostly?
18.
Okay. All right. What was one of your favorite accomplishments of 2018?
I gave natural childbirth.
Damn!
That's an accomplishment.
Natural childbirth.
That's hardcore.
Didn't want it, but it happened.
Didn't want the baby?
Didn't want the natural childbirth. I wanted to be...
They're like, oh, it's too late, right?
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah.
Yeah. It was, every nurse that came in,
It's too late.
I told them I wanted an epidural, and it just,
And then you just had to
didn't happen.
go hardcore.
I had to go hardcore.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, no, she came out, she's alive, she's happy. She's
alive.
She's happy, she's healthy, so that was...
Top that,
You
Mike.
just didn't fight hard enough.
Yeah, that's true. I bet if we raised enough
The
hell...
same thing happened to Debbie, and I am sure that I remember her making them do it anyway.
They said my
Yeah, you
cholesterol
can
was
raise
low.
enough hell and they'll do it, right?
They said my cholesterol was low. It was supposed to be 100. I was at 94, so they couldn't give me the epidural. And my doctor was on vacation. And then when I saw her after, she goes, well, I would have given you the epidural.
Yeah, but
And
see,
I
that's
said, "What?"
that proves his point.
Yeah.
If you
You
would
were on
have
vacation.
raised enough hell,
It's because you're not from Jersey.
they would you need to get a little more northeastern.
Well, it was my first time. I said, oh, well, just whatever. Just
What about you,
I
Mike?
was nice to everybody,
2018, favorite accomplishment?
Favorite accomplishment would be getting the podcast going.
It's a good one. Those are
that
two
was
things.
A plan.
That was a plan that you had and it
Yeah.
came to fruition. Here's an interesting question.
And daylight opened. That's not really my accomplishment.
Well,
really.
yeah, it is though. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but you're the listen. Listen.
But it was a good thing that finally did actually happen.
If you walked away right now, Mike, and said, "I'm never ever going to help Daylight. I'm never going to be affiliated with Daylight," you were the brain that sparked even the name. You know what I mean? So you'll always be attached
Yeah.
to whatever accomplishments that place has in my eyes. Here's an interesting question for you guys. How well, and be honest, how well did you communicate this past year with the people that you love? Like if you had to rate yourself on a grading scale of how well, I would say probably for me,
Not well.
mine would be like a C.
Mine's never well.
I think mine's like a
Mine's
we're
always
going-
a C.
average, probably. Mine's like a solid C.
Mine's like a solid DC.
So DC, but you're passing still, but it could improve a lot.
I would
Yeah.
say B minus.
I'm not surprised that the only woman
B
right
minus.
here has the highest grade in
B
communication
minus.
right now.
B minus.
Good answers. Honest answers.
I communicate with my actions.
They speak they speak louder. Why are
Empty
you
in the
laughing?
fucking litter box. That's my communication.
Because
Of cats I didn't
there's
even
so
want.
many emotions with actions.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Actions speak louder, that's what they say. Here's a more difficult question maybe. What 3 events or accomplishments were made possible by the help of others that you were with? Really, what you said, both of those things probably could fit under that
A
category.
lot of help with others for sure. I didn't do that much in that part of it.
So, what about you? I mean, natural childbirth, that was kind of all you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
So,
that
so what's a couple accomplishments or events that happened for you this past year, 2018, that you couldn't have done without the help of others?
I'm an award-winning filmmaker, and that's something I could not have done with a great support team that I had behind me. I mean, I wasn't the executive producer, but I still am now categorized as an award-winning filmmaker, and that's something that could not have been accomplished by myself. It took the help of other people as well. We all worked as a team, and that's the natural childbirth, and getting into a job that pertains to that career path.
So finding a job that it follows a passion. Good stuff. Okay. What are some things, or one thing that you told someone in 2018 that needed encouragement?
Wait, the person needed encouragement?
Yeah, someone else. What's some things that you told them to help them, to encourage them? I mean, from January to December, you both are both professional people that deal with a lot of different people. So there's definitely a time when you guys have had to give someone encouragement. And when that moment was, what were some of the type of things that you told the person?
Oh,
Anything.
that's hard because it's happened so much that, and a lot of it is relatable too. A lot of it comes from the recovery world that I can relate to, is people that are trying to get back on track, that come to me and see me, successful or more than they are, and looking for me for advice on what would be their next step.
How could they get what you have?
Exactly.
So what would you tell them?
Surround yourself with good people, surround yourself with positive people, surround yourself around people that you want to be, not necessarily being those people, but your ultimate goal. You have to surround yourself with those
What
positive
traits do those people have?
Of course. And it's good too. I mean, there's always the old school barter system too, where you can always trade ideas or what have you to build a better lifestyle, whether it's advice or maybe helping somebody get into a job that can't quite make it on their own or whatever it is. A lot of that advice is what I've given the past year, but it's been so much that I can't really pinpoint to one solid event, because I've come across so many people in recovery that have needed help.
That means you probably helped a lot of people this last year. Even if you
hope
don't see it directly.
I try to be as selfless as I can. Sometimes that, kicks me in the ass, but I try to help as many people as I can, of course, within reason. So
Right.
that's something I did.
Mike?
I don't know. I can't even remember what happened before August, really. I'm trying to
You do a lot of business,
remember
though.
the friggin' year.
Right, but you deal with a lot of business. So from your end, when you're up with
Yeah, but I also live with somebody who always needs to have encouragement. So I'm like, it's diverting attention.
So, but what do you...
If you're paying attention to the voice in your head that is telling you it's never going to open, there's only 2 people that are coming, now the IOP is going to fail.
that will grow in their head.
Right. So you have to learn how not to listen to that voice.
And as a loved
And
one, you
just
could
turn
distract
your
them.
attention
Yeah.
away from some. You just got to
Divert
turn your. Don't
attention.
pay attention to it.
That's great advice,
the
though.
way you have to
That's
do it.
great. What
I
you
mean, that's
just-
what I do.
That's great, though. That's great
I don't
advice.
know if it works for anybody else, but
No, it does.
that's what I do.
It works with my 7-month-old. If she's like, I don't want to be fuzzy. Look at this. Ooh.
Yeah.
Distract her. What did you start in 2018 and not finish?
Ooh.
These are good
I
questions.
started in 2018 and I didn't finish.
Where did I start?
We'll come back to
My
that one.
diet.
Your diet.
My diet.
There was a diet?
I don't know what the fuck.
For many of years, I tried to be paleo. I tried cutting out.
What's paleo mean?
Paleo is getting back to more of a root-based, not the literal root, but more of like a basic food group diet, more of meats, cutting out a lot of starches. I want to say all the starches. I mean, I kind of cheated a little bit here and there, but a healthier lifestyle than I have now. And being pregnant, it threw it all out the window. It was, a matter of convenience, unfortunately, or having the baby in the car and being hungry. And because with breastfeeding, you get hungry at all times of the day. So it became a matter of convenience, and with that, I leaped off the path that I was on for 7 years. Was a cleaner lifestyle that I'm on right now.
So that's something
And
that you
I started it back up in 2018, and then I just I went in going, if I'm gonna breastfeed and I have this child in me, I'm gonna eat healthy, and it just.
But you're not pregnant now going into 2019, so that is a.
I'm hoping.
What, that you're not pregnant? No, I'm just kidding.
That I go back to that lifestyle, and they usually say, 21 days? 21 days is what starts a new habit. So if you continue that path, 21 days, it will become more of a habit, more of a ritual. Same thing with working out. People will work out for a week and then never work out again. And it's been said, I don't remember where I heard it from, but maybe it's wrong. I don't know. It's 21 days. So I'm looking for those
I've heard
21
that
days.
before.
But I don't understand what you guys are saying. 21 days
A
to
habit.
what? To create a
To
new
To
habit?
create a habit.
To create a new one.
Maybe
To create
it's
a new habit.
30, 21
Yeah.
or 30. I don't remember which one.
So 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, is that solid, 3 weeks to a month of no shit food.
What about you, Mike? Anything? Started and didn't
I didn't
finish?
start anything that was not a long-term
Goal.
thing. I don't think I have any. I can't think of anything that would have been finished, really. Actually.
What 3 things are you curious to learn more about in 2019?
My child. Film production. And
I know I'm putting you guys on the spot
I know.
majorly here.
my child, film production, and
But I'm hoping that people out there on their New Year's Eve or their New Year's Day when they're with their families, maybe they'll ask some of these questions. Because these are great reflective questions. How about you, Mike? 3. This is a guy that's never
It has
stops
to be
learning.
Learn how to do YouTube videos, how to do
To up your YouTube game.
social media type stuff that I don't really know about.
See, I was real curious to know what
I
your
kind of
answer to
just
that
start
was.
things and then learn as they go along.
But see, for those of you that don't get to see an intense look into Michael sometimes, this guy is never not learning. Seriously. When I find him 90% of the time, he's watching some crazy shit. And when I say crazy shit, I mean it's some deep thing, not some crazy movie or anything. Something with a meaning. So,
Yeah.
okay. All right, cool. These are good answers. Now we're moving on. I've got 11 more for you guys, and they're a little bit easier than the first round, I think. What was
We'll
the
see.
single best thing that happened in your life in 2018? What was the best thing that happened for you last year, from January to December?
I'm gonna go back and say from January to I'll go back and say my baby,
Okay, great answer.
because I'm 35 and at one time I didn't think I wanted kids, but I loved other people's kids, and I finally found the right person I wanted to have children with, and I had one. So it's one and done, and I'm really really happy that I was able to have that life experience.
One and done, why? Because you were up all night? Right.
Yeah, well, I was
Mike, what was the single best thing, if you had to pick one single best thing of 2018 from January to December, what was that thing in your life? Sometimes it's hard to pick just one.
I think we drove to Minnesota.
And I've heard Debbie, your wife,
That was a pretty cool trip.
talk about that trip too. That was a special trip
was
for you
pretty
guys.
cool.
What time of year was it?
Summer.
Oh, okay.
But they took their time. They got to go explore shit and see new shit. They
We explored
discovered.
everything.
They discovered together. That's
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
that's nice.
What was an unexpected joy that happened this year?
An unexpected joy.
It might be the same for Mike. My daughter get in college. Maybe, I don't know. It's another good one. It's hard. You
No,
gotta
she
manage.
moved out.
What? Oh, when she moved out? There you go. There you go.
Unexpected joy. Scratch the baby. I mean, I'm trying not to use her
Sure.
for like
Yeah,
all these
just
questions.
while you're marinating on that, I'm gonna let Mike get a jump start on the next question, and you can too.
An unexpected.
Pick 3 words to describe 2018 for you, and for you. So you're still maybe on unexpected joy that happened this year, but both of you, if you can, answer just 3 words that describe your year. 2018. What were 3 words that fits in the cliff notes of the year?
Unexpected joy. I finally finished my first film. And I didn't think, I mean, I knew going into it, it would eventually get done, but I've been billed on 7 projects and none of them are finished.
So you've done
For the past 3 years.
So
none
in
of them
3
have been
years, you
finished.
did 7 movies, none of them done.
No. So
And then you finally
this
did one that got
I
done.
said it's not gonna get. I mean, I knew going in it would, but I was just like, maybe it's gonna be down that path. Everybody else is doing
Well,
shit.
yeah.
I might whatever. It got done. It's an award-winning film, and it has surpassed all of my expectations. I mean, I'm glad it's doing well. I will push it as far as I can, but it's just.
I think
unexpected
most
joy.
people would feel how you felt though. Like if you're standing in front of a basketball hoop and you shoot 7 times and you don't make one, you're probably not going to think that 8th attempt
Yeah.
is going to go in.
Exactly.
But then it does. Unexpected joy.
Yeah.
All right, 3 words to describe your
I'm
2018.
starting new projects.
So
That's
begin.
mine.
Okay, starting new projects.
Yeah, I did a lot
It's
of
3
that.
words. 3 words. Hey,
Yeah.
starting new projects. That's a
Yeah.
great, like, sum up of a year. I
That's the
think.
sum up.
That's a great year. Starting
3
new.
words.
I like that.
Exciting.
I want that. We should make T-shirts of that. Starting new projects.
Inquire within.
Inquire within.
Exciting, joyful, and fearful.
Interesting. All over the board with those
All
3.
over the board.
Here's a spin-off of that question. Pick 3 words your partner would use to describe your year.
3 words that my partner would use to describe my year.
Mm-hmm.
The year.
Yeah. To describe 2018. To describe your 2018.
Can you give me a couple hints?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a fun question because you can make there's no right or wrong.
Perpetual waiting.
Mike's killing me. Perpetual. That's 2. So perpetual waiting.
Perpetual waiting.
What else would?
For the center to open.
Perpetu-
That's basically the only thing I even remember
Anticipation?
about the whole year.
Anticipation.
Was it's not going to be open until next month. Oh, we're not going to be open until next month.
That's like show business.
This was like the whole year.
That's like show business. We'll film next. Pushing back. What is it?
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
I was annoyance.
This is how your partner would describe your year? Okay, go ahead. Annoyance. Go
No,
ahead.
the year.
The whole year.
The
There was
year.
a lot of annoying parts.
Annoyance, okay.
Annoyance, exciting, and positive, very positive.
All right. What are your... this is a tough one.
I sit there.
What was your biggest personal change from January to December? Ask yourself these while you're watching this. I mean, do a real honest self-evaluation. What were your biggest your one biggest personal change from January to December?
I left the restaurant business, and that's big because I was in the restaurant business for 17 years. So like a whole child of a length of time, from like start to like
It's a long time.
senior high school.
I think the restaurant business is a lot like the strip club business, in the sense
Except
that
it's not as frowned
It's
upon.
not naked.
and it's not
It's not naked. There's actually a restaurant in Gainesville. where the strippers, the servers are naked. It's
That's
like a
what's
truck
up.
stop.
A truck stop?
But it's like this huge advertorial thing on the side. There's like nothing between, oh god, I forget, like the boonies in Gainesville. So there's this place on the side. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, they got those billboards that say Bear All. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
look
but
like
it's a
women from the
restaurant.
70s.
But it's it's probably been there since the 70s, but it's a restaurant.
Where is it?
Do you want the
right.
exact direction?
What are you doing later?
It's about 30 minutes
Near
south.
the Naked Truck Stop restaurant.
It's like
So much
30
class.
minutes south of
So much
Gainesville.
class. My point is
Sorry.
the comparison, the analogy of why I think the restaurant business, like the strip club business, is because people get trapped in that world.
Yeah.
Yes.
People can't see beyond those walls. Most of the kids that I know, or kids, when meaning adults that I know that work in restaurants, they think that the world of that restaurant's social life is like where it all starts and ends.
You can look at it that way. I tried looking at it as a stage atmosphere. It's like you're
performing.
performing for an hour and a half, and depending on your performance, you get tipped. It's like being a vagabond, a traveling
Right, but
act.
you weren't a party kid like I was. When I worked in the
I
restaurant
partied
business,
from
I
17
got lost
to
in that
21.
world. I could make $500 a night, and I spent $490 of it that night.
I
And then woke up the next day, and I remember and going, "Why do I have $10? Did I work
from
last
17
night?"
to 21,
Then
and
do
then
it
I got
again.
bored with it. And I became everybody's DD, and that's what I did for
So you got out of
10
there.
years.
Mike,
Yeah.
what was your biggest personal change from January to December, you think?
I don't know. I can't think. I don't think I made any. I really don't.
Okay. Hey,
Not
this
in
is
18. I don't think I made any in 18.
this is an honest evaluation. What was your biggest time waster of 2018?
Biggest time waster of 2018.
Biggest time. You know what mine was?
What
Maybe to
was
help
yours?
you guys?
Uh-huh.
The internet. Useless internet shit. Well, I can like sit there and be like, I'm gonna work on this, and then I'll catch myself in a YouTube rabbit hole for 2 hours.
Yeah, I end up in
And go,
Yeah.
holy shit,
Yeah.
where'd the afternoon go?
Yeah.
Maybe I learned about this topic that I've been watching videos on,
Oh, I'm thinking
but
of
this is
something
not what I
deeper, though.
sat down to do.
I stopped.
That sucks.
This is
but
not,
mean,
I'm an addict.
I stopped with the whole rabbit hole thing. For now.
It's hard, man. It's a hard one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
if
I
you
stopped
get,
doing that too.
because I'll obsess on a topic, and just next one, next video, next video. It's
Yeah.
just- that's probably my biggest time waster.
My time waster was the vitamins.
What vitamins?
You weren't here.
Mm.
Because that's what I originally was going to do.
Create vitamins.
Yeah, that was a waste of time for now.
All right, that's a good one though. At least unlike mine, yours like had like a fucking monetary goal at the end. Mine was
Took
just
a lot of time out.
Mine was
a couple
just-
of months wasted, really.
That's how I was with the soap business. Same thing.
yeah. you used
Wasted
to
a lot
make
of
soap.
money. Wasted a lot of money, and I just kept giving shit away for free. Biggest time waster of 2018.
And sports too for me.
Oh,
That's a time waster. I'll sit and watch 2 football games back to back. Like that's a
But they're-
that's a day.
they're-
Oh, I'll tell you a
they're
time
meant
waster.
to
That's a
be
day.
watched.
How about we went to the Dolphins game on Sunday? That was a huge waste of time. I'm
Waste
never
of
going to
4
get
hours.
back.
Why?
That was horrible.
What do you mean? The game itself
Yeah.
was terrible? Well, yeah, but you're at a live football game. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't even hardly that.
I don't even know. I know they lost, but
It wasn't even good. Losing is one thing.
it wasn't a good game at all.
No, it was horrible.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
There's a time waster and a money
Time
waster.
I'm trying to think of something a little bit more deeper than like the internet, because the internet's been a time waster.
But that's
for us
my
for the
honest.
Past, like, 10
But that's
years.
my honest answer. I
Yeah.
lost probably weeks of my life in 2018 to YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
And then like watching
not
like
good.
UFC and football, that's probably a couple weeks of my 2018 right there. So I just lost a month.
I have little time wasters where I can remember saying so many times, we're never getting that back. We're never getting those
That
20
time.
minutes
time back.
Oh
Never
yeah,
getting
yeah.
those 20 minutes back or whatever.
I wanna
just don't
say-
remember what.
I think we've had a couple interviews where I feel
Yeah.
like that. Where I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna get that
I
hour
want to
back.
say helping unappreciative people.
Ooh, good
That's
one.
what I was trying to go. Like the internet. You can
But
talk
you know
about
what?
the
That
internet.
comes with working in recovery. That comes with working
But
with
I
people
don't
in
work.
recovery.
I've never worked in recovery.
Right, but
Right.
your husband did, and you
Yeah.
were closely tied in.
I was the unpaid employee.
Right, so you helped a lot of people that don't really give a shit,
That didn't even.
or felt
They
entitled.
wanted my help to get to another part that they knew wasn't positive. It's like they manipulated me and used me to get to a different step, to whether it was, stealing something, whether it was diverting my attention or whatever it was, it was, to help unappreciative, me trying to reach out to help unappreciative people, not them coming to me necessarily, of course, because that's a waste of their time, but me trying to reach out to people who were unappreciative of any help, and that was a lot of people. I am an extremely selfless person. I'm the person on the airplane that will put my mask on the person next to me before I put it on myself.
So not follow directions and then die on the plane.
Pretty much.
That's what you're saying.
That could be potentially what happens, but
I think you're saying you wasted time helping people that really, I don't want to say didn't deserve your help.
No, it's
they
not
didn't
deserved.
want.
It's not that.
They didn't want.
But it's.
I tried I tried saving people that didn't want to be saved.
You wanted a good life more than they did.
Yeah.
For themselves.
I don't know.
Expectations are resentments under construction.
Expectations will ruin your...
Yeah, they'll eat it up.
They'll ruin your
I
everything.
know.
Or
And
being self-righteous and going,
assuming makes an
I'm a good
ass out
person,
of
so I'm
you.
expecting her to do the same thing I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an
That's-
expectation too.
That's
You
one
like
of
think
my-
like other people think like you do.
Yeah.
But they don't.
And they don't. Right. Or
And I forget.
or their heart works the same way yours does, and they don't. And then we get mad at them when they're not like us.
Yeah, the world isn't filled with like people that think the way my brain
And it
thinks.
sucks. It's terrible. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
that's
gonna
what
say
you
the internet.
expect. Expecting anything is
The
ridiculous.
internet is.
This is a
Well,
good
wasted
one.
my
This
time.
this next one's a good one, guys. We only have 2 more. Okay. What's
Okay.
the best thing you learned? And when I say best, I mean like what's the most tangible like. I'll tell you what mine was.
Mm-hmm.
Because and I think the reason why is because it's the thing I'm most uncomfortable with, and it's talking about money. Talking about money.
Okay.
I've always been uncomfortable, and when I say talking about money, I don't mean like, oh, let's talk about money. I can talk about money. I mean when you're going in and sitting with investors, or you're sitting with business people, and you have to talk
a touchy
about.
subject
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
just I don't even know if it's touchy. It's just uncomfortable to me.
Yeah.
I think I'm weak at it.
Because you're not a salesman.
Right. So I'm it's a weak area for me. So
Yeah.
like I'm scared of it. But I was this past year forced into a couple situations where I had to deal with it. So I think my friend Tracy says all the time, Tracy, that when you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, that means you're growing.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess I grew in that. That's probably the thing I learned the most because I'm the weakest at it still.
Yeah.
But
Everybody is though. That's why everybody can't sell.
But I'd never been put in
Most
this situation,
people are
Mike,
not
until this
good
past
at
year.
asking for money
Yeah.
or asking
Yeah.
in any situation, give me your credit card, which is basically the same thing.
Same
Me,
exact thing.
I always
Same thing.
good at that, but most people can't do it.
I'm not good at it. So, hey guys, if you got any suggestions or you guys have the same issue with, because like Mike just said, most
Yeah.
people probably have that issue. Let us
Yeah.
know about it in the comments below. Best thing you learned,
Best thing I learned.
Jessica or Mike?
I don't know if I learned anything.
That's mine, man. Was just
Mike
I learned
hasn't-
that I'm.
yeah,
I think I learned
yeah.
how weak I am at it.
Yeah.
More so, you know what I mean. I became more aware of how weak I am at it. It's a learning thing.
Learn to listen to myself more. That's okay. Perfect. That's the direction I was going in.
Well, to trust your inner voice more. You mean?
Kind
Or your
of.
gut?
But
Like.
I just I not even that, just like what my body tells me. If my body's telling me, something that I ignore, or with gut instincts, it's a lot of it. I don't listen to my intuition. I don't listen to. I say, if it's right, it's right, and I just move forward, and that's when I get all these kickbacks. But listening to myself more, focusing more on myself, which I'm uncomfortable doing. I am making sure that everybody else is good.
I think that's another one that's kind of universal. I think everybody else, you see it a lot in treatment and recovery too, of I'd rather talk about his problem or
Of
her
course.
problem
And then
so
you
that
try
I
to
don't have
solve
to deal with
them.
my own.
Of course. And that's one thing that's been, challenging that I'm starting to do a lot more, whether it's, you know, taking a deep breath and like reevaluating the situation before I go into, and I learned that during the whole pregnancy, because during the whole pregnancy you get all these mood swings, which I don't think I experienced a lot of them, but anytime I got to a point where I lost control, I took a step back and I said, is this me? Or is this the pregnancy? And then I'd calm down and I'd listen to myself before I went and started attacking people. So a lot of it is, because I did attack somebody last year, not physically, yeah.
Verbally, you attack someone?
I attacked somebody verbally, and
Okay.
I talked about it in my CODA meetings a lot. So.
Fuck is CODA?
I love you, Mike. CODA is
Codependency Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
So she actually works her own 12-step program, and I went to
Because nobody wants to work the steps with you, because that's depending on somebody.
Yeah.
No,
I went to a
sponsorship.
meeting with her to check it out. I picked up my silver chip.
They do
Thought that
silver.
was
So instead of
Al-Anon.
white-
They do silver. No.
I don't know how that. I don't know if
It's
Al-Anon
not
does
Al-Anon.
that, but instead of a white chip at
do
CODA,
silver.
it's silver.
So what's CODA different than Al-Anon?
CODA's
I
for
thought that was what Al-Anon was.
No, Al-Anon is the family or friends of.
the family and friends of addicts and alcoholics.
Yeah.
Learning how to
Okay.
deal with that.
CODA
It's a
is
family disease.
Codependency Anonymous.
CODA's
and-
like addicts, but they're codependent people.
Got it.
And my codependency is different. It's I need people to depend on me in order for me to go about my day. I don't depend on people. I for anything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
need them.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's my fault. And
It's
that was
like
a
it's a
20-year
pretty deep thing, man. Like to be honest, I used to just make fun of it to her all the time. I'd be like, you can't get a sponsor because you can't depend on them.
Well, that's the
You
thing
can't.
too.
You can't make eye contact
it's
with anybody in a
so
CODA meeting
true.
for longer than 20 seconds
Because-
because you'll get dependent.
At the end of these meetings.
So I used to make fun of it because I don't really understand it.
At the end of
But-
these meetings, you know, like when you go to an AA meeting or NA meeting and you say, you know, if anybody's willing to be a sponsor, you raise your hand, right?
Yeah.
You see whatever.
It's pretty cut
So
and dry.
in CODA, you ask the same question: is anybody willing to be a sponsor? No one raises their hand. Is anybody willing to take phone calls? Everybody raises their hand. It's like
They
bitch,
want to
why
help, but they won't be your
you
sponsor.
I need a sponsor. So
But if you look at
it's-
CODA's like how you relapse like 800 times a day.
I know.
Like it's the
It's-
weirdest shit ever to me.
it's-
That's why I never took time to even learn what it was, because I really don't
It's-
see how it
It's
would help
so
so
weird, Mike.
whatsoever.
It's
It
so
is.
weird,
And
dude.
I
Like
had to stop going.
it helps a lot of
because
people though. I
it
don't
does
wanna,
help a
I
lot
don't
of
want to
people.
knock it.
It just
I just
didn't-
don't understand it.
It just
Yeah, me
didn't-
Straight up, I don't get it.
It didn't help me.
So
I
I
read
kinda
the
poke fun at it, but
12
it's a good
12 step
thing.
book to codependency and things like that, and I found the root of my codependency, and I removed myself from those situations.
So it helped you.
And it helped me. And I
Yeah.
didn't
Then that's all that matters,
sponsor.
dude. That's all that matters, man, is that it
But-
worked.
Exactly.
I
So
don't-
that was the whole 2018 was using that coda throughout the year.
And Mike, what was your best thing you learned? Oh, he said he didn't learn anything. All right, last question, guys. This is gonna be a funny one, I think.
I learned nothing that was helping me.
Of gonna help. You learned a lot probably about people and stuff. Create a phrase that sums up your past year. And then, what's the phrase that you want to go into this lovely new year of 2019? I got mine.
Yes. What is
2018. Holy shit, what was that?
if you're gonna ball out. I don't know.
You're gonna ball out. Jessica Howery's year, 2018 Jessica Howery. If you're gonna ball out. What's your 2019? Keep balling. What's your 2019?
Yeah.
Keep
That-
balling.
That makes sense.
Unquote. Write this shit down. This is valuable shit right here. Mike,
Get more shit done.
get
That's
more
gonna be
shit
my
done is 2019. What was 2018? In a phrase.
Didn't get enough shit done.
Didn't get enough shit done. 2019 is get more shit done.
Yeah.
And my 2019 is
Can't use mine.
I'm coming to take everything that they thought I couldn't.
See, there you go. That's like. Who thought you couldn't?
Me.
Who's the day?
Me mainly.
Oh, okay.
Me mainly.
Yeah.
And people that might think that I'm the same old
People
me.
that formed your you.
Yeah, people that form my me. Or, you know what?
But-
My private audience, which is my dad.
There you go.
I'm always going to try to make him proud. So, like, that's a good private audience. He's the one I perform for.
In the past year and a half, you've been doing a lot.
Yeah, I did more in the last year and
A half than you did
in 2 years.
a
I did more than I
long
did in
gap.
20.
Yeah.
A lot of friends that drink, but they don't drink professionally like I do.
Yeah.
They don't drink. They don't know how to drink. Sorry, guys. When you guys are like, ooh, you do it too. You'll go out. We'll go out. She'll have
I'm a
one
social-
beer. We'll be out for 7 hours. She'll have one glass of
I
wine.
can drink Yingling warm.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? This is not how you're supposed to drink. Come on, guys.
But I kept up with you guys. Because I was, you know.
Back in the day, no, you
because,
didn't.
well, no, but I was like
oh,
awake.
you mean you would only drink a little bit?
Yeah. I would drink 1 or 2 beers in a 7-hour period.
I just don't know how you guys do it. Like, if we're going out drinking,
It's
we're drinking.
entertaining.
You know, that was my mindset
It's
always when I
entertaining.
drank. If we're gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it.
bring my guitar into the office. That's gonna be one of my New Year's.
You gonna play Wonderwall?
Yeah, let's do a couple
I'm
New Year's
gonna-
resolutions.
I'm gonna bring. I can't really play it at home.
Bring it
I
here.
haven't picked it up in like 10 years. Just sits there.
Come on, Mike. It's like riding a bike. You'll pick it right back up. We could create some stuff. All right, so you're gonna bring the guitar.
Yeah, I'm gonna
New Year's
do it.
resolution, real quick. Because our people got a new year to go conquer and
Just
take
be
over.
positive. Stay positive. If something, gets you down, try to look for the positivity in it. Don't sit there in that hole and dwell upon things. Just always have, that rope to pull you back up. Ditch the shovel, get the rope, and pull yourself out of that hole.
Guys, for Second Act Podcast, we really hope that your New Year starts off with a bang. Stay tuned because this year we've got incredible stories coming your way, plus incredible topics and discussions. We want you to subscribe, hit that like button. Also, comment below. Tell me how stupid, ugly, awesome I am. It doesn't matter. Let us know. Happy New Year.